obviously have a few home games this weekend. And what's that transition been like for your guys?
Well, I think we were able to get back and got some work in yesterday. We'll get some work in today. A little bit different style of play than we just faced. So, relatively quick turnarounds. You got to incorporate some things for Sunday into today's and yesterday's practice. And I thought originally we weren't very focused yesterday, and then we really picked it up towards the latter part of it. Really picked it up.
Like Dorothy said, there's no place like home. I know the crowds have been really good. How do you feel about the fans? It definitely makes a huge difference when we can pack the arena.
There's no doubt. I mean, like we've talked about, we need help. I mean, with our fans, and we've got to put a product out there. But I think when we have people in there, and it's a great home atmosphere, and hopefully we give the fans something to cheer about. But I also think we need to do our job, and we're trying.
As far as Appalachian State, what do you know about them, and what do the players have to do to beat Appalachian State?
Very good guard play. Forrest and Muhammad are terrific. Really capable scorers. Played a tough schedule. They've already played Purdue. They've already played Wichita State. Already played a very good Ball State team. Making 10 three-pointers a game, which is shooting 52% from three. So we've obviously, prior to the Wilmington game, had really defended the three-point line very well. I mean, we're at 289, which is statistically great, and we need to make sure we get back on the line and get them off the line. Also guard them one-on-one, because they do a lot of things where they create space and try to make one-on-one plays.
There's so many different teams in this state. How important are these games? They're not conference games, but you're trying to kind of build your niche and your culture here.
Well, I think the big thing is really, I don't think these games impact recruiting at all in that regard. I think that the big thing is really getting out and developing relationships and finding guys that fit what we want to do and fit the way we play, and also being able to look for, not just this year's recruiting class, but forward for next year's recruiting class and the following years of who we want to have here.
Coach, I think the record doesn't reflect the hustle, and obviously I've always heard that the style of play is obviously dictated by the coach, and the way the coach is, I guess plural, with the great Rockstar staff you have. Have you noticed a different intensity for this team based on what you've been teaching in practice?
I think there's a number of things. I think the guys have tried hard for the most part. I think there's some spurts. I've always heard that there's some games you don't play as well or as poorly as you think you did. And I think we've got to get it where we can maintain playing hard without fouling and also thinking. And I think that's a characteristic that we're going to have to create over time. I don't think that's something that you can do right away. I mean, I think it's different for our guys, some of the things we're doing. We've had to tweak how we're playing because of our personnel, which is fine. That's the coach's job to do that. And I think it's trial and error right now. We've had so many games in a row with a young team. We haven't been able to transition or change as much as we like, which is part of it. Now we'll get a chance after these two games to really try to recalibrate and figure out.
Or something else that kind of stands out from that game.
That game is more about like our defense, and we got to pride ourselves on our defense. Our defense was usually good the last couple of games, but we have to keep focusing on the defense. And our offense came that game, but we gotta be a complete team.
Okay. 30 points again for you. I know it kind of comes in a loss, but what's kind of just working for you scoring-wise still? It seems like you're gaining more consistency with each game.
Just my teammates set me up every game. Them trusting the play calls, them giving me the ball, trusting me that I'll go out there and make plays with them, and them just having faith in me. So I credit them.
What are your thoughts about different team?
Yeah, it's great to be back home. The support from the crowd is going to be big. We need it so we can get this win. Back home, executing, getting our plays and stuff back together. We got to sharpen things up.
It seems like offensively there's, not that you guys aren't working together, but some night there'll be one guy will play really well and Jayden will play well, or Yoshi, but it kind of all isn't coming together at the same time in some way. Do you kind of feel that one right now?
It's going to come together.
Yeah.
It's going to come together. It got to. We just putting pieces together. We are a young, new coach, but we're going to do it the right way, his way, so it's going to come together.
You think you kind of learned anything from the Wilmington game, and y'all rallied back late in the game? Is that what stands out, or is there something else about that trip?
I think we just got biggest thing that stood out was just how we got to key in the detail. We got to pay more attention. A couple things, personnel things we missed. We just weren't locked in. We got to learn how to stay locked in from beginning to end. We can't go on spurts. We got to do that the whole game.